About the previously mentioned question, I was wondering which
Kuru.
one? Which question? The previous question. Ah, the previous. Wonderful.
Kādu no iepriekšējām?
So I wanted to discuss it a bit more. So there's living a first grader named Peter. The
Kāds
boy
teiks
Peter
Pēteris,
must
ir
be a
teicamnieks.
genius. This boy, he's all the time carrying all his school books with him. He's tired. He has 101 books to carry with him. But in reality, for one day he only needs 3 books, for the other day only 4 different ones. And then, later on, Peter realizes that he only needs those 4 books or 3 books, and he doesn't need to be so tired anymore. And then he realizes he can use those books as a fuel for a fireplace. Yeah, but the question is more about, at that moment, when Peter realizes that he doesn't need to carry anymore all those 101 books, thus at this moment he sees that all his other classmates are still doing it wrong and suffering from carrying all those books. First of all, we could say that probably now everyone is admiring the Peter. He's such a diligent boy. He has understood everything. The last thing left for him to do to realize if he really is interested and if he really wants to, then he will be able to find answers in himself, not, as you say, through outer world, through books. If we try to get all the knowledge from books only, we can end in huge suffering with not being able to understand what is real and what is not. Apparently I'm not real. Everything else is, but not me. Everything else. Look there, a new superhero has appeared. He knows everything about physics. I should listen what he has to say. After listening, I understand that there is still something I don't yet understand. Now, the physics linked with spirituality. Now I need to learn spirituality. There again, I understood something new, but still there's something missing. Something missing. And then one day he meets a man, and that man says, Peter, everything is going to be alright. Let it be. Okay, well now Peter goes to gym. He's all the time bringing 101 dumbbell with him. You need them from biceps, triceps, and so on. Wonderful, he has so many ideas. But this story is not about Peter. It's about the story of Peter, who has so many stuffs to carry. And yes, but later on, when he again realizes that he doesn't need all those dumbbells, but only 3 of them, or 5, or whatever, at this moment, when he is carrying only these 3 dumbbells with him instead of all 101, as all the others continue to do, so thus Peter sees that all those others are still carrying those 101 dumbbells, which is useless. Well, wonderful. There are 2 options in such cases that you call the imaginary stories. So do I see other people suffering after I've been enlightened? Well, if you see that other people are suffering, then it means you haven't yet been enlightened, if we talk about enlightenment. Because I still feel suffering after seeing other people suffering. If we have really reached the enlightenment, then we see that everything is complete, as complete it could be. You see that person is going such way, and it's the way that person needs at this moment. If you want to know about the Peter who is now enlightened and has thrown all his books away in trash, has got rid of his dumbbells, and think he's now free, but others still say, again he's not normal. He has become a bookworm. Well, actually, this kind of story is not possible. Because at that moment, when Peter understood that he doesn't need all those books, all the others would have the same understanding and they would stop carrying.